Sir, the gentlemen have been ready.
Gentlemen!
Oh, Percy, really now, there is
Patience, lads. There's a method to my madness.
What is madness? Spies and cutthroats surround us, and we play dress-ups?
Precisely.
Percy, I demand to know why I'm forced into this ghetto. Upon leaving my house, the bookman giggled right in my face.
Well, I think it's rather nice for a change. Quite summery.
Elton, sometimes you're frightening. But we shall all continue to look summary for a while yet, boys. Desperate times call for desperate measures. We've been summoned to the palace.
The palace? By the prince?
Yes, he has his suspicions. If he finds us out, he'll shut us down straight away. British-French relations are tenuous enough these days without rebel-rousers running about. Is that what he calls us? Rabble-rousers? That is how he refers to the Pimpernel and his men, whomever they might be. But he'll never think it's us, will he, boys? Naturally not, for the mere mention of that scoundrel makes us swoon. Indeed, such ruffians besmirch the very name of manhood. Nay, 'tis our duty as males not to rush into battle, but to the tailor. Peacocks, think ye, sir, how the feathered boys love to flaunt their tails. Stallions, zounds, sir, hounds and stags, the beauty and the gadders, most generous and grandest, to render total canvas of the splendorous nails.
But Percy, I'm purple. As if the dress wasn't enough. I simply cannot hop around wearing this pink and lavender chiffon.
Ozzy, whatever we must do to deflect suspicion, we shall do, which in this case is to shimmer. Be an example to your sex. Give your boot a dapper strap, and it's smarter if your garter has some snap. Cravats should be flounced about our necks. Wear a nightcap when you nap. Bewitching with some stitching on your cap. Now drape your cape and puff, your puff and roy, and close like that. Be the king of the beats in pastels. But someone has to strike a pose and bear the weight of words and clothes, and that is why the Lord created men.
Percy, when we are on a course in Paris, could this no more dangerous than ever, and in the face of all of this, expect us
To convince all of bloody England that we are nincompoops. Strut, sir.
What, sir?
Roosters do. Keep a cock his comb and the hen will pale. But for more, sir, round.
Out the back, you go to Billy, go to
Sir, it's only for the billy, for his willing in the nails.
But Percy, you're the best dressed man in London.
Thank you.
You can get away with this, but the rest of us.
Sir, dear lion-hearted prig, fill those pantaloons with life! I could dangle down a spangle out of sight. Oh yes, no, sir! When it's full slap on that wig, be your breeches in white tie. Even more so and your torso will ignite. Perfume your plume and let my waistcoat swing, and the jungle will bow to its king. But someone has to strike a pose and bear away of words and clothes, and that is why the Lord created men. Yes, that is why the Lord created men. We're getting the hang of it, boys. And the jungle one has to strike a pose and bear the weight of well-tailored clothes, and that is why the Lord created man. That is why the Lord created man. Gentlemen, remember what we're here for, why we must be dressed to kill. If we have to look like Cleopatra, then we will. If you're out to make us laugh, Sherry, look, you'll have a dash, Sherry. Buttons, buckles, ruffles, and lace represent the human race.
The Prince of Wales.
But someone has to strike a pose and bear the weight of altitude. Species needs a sense that's made to behind it and tolerate. That is why the Lord created
Highness, how well you're looking. I protest you lie, Blakeney, smooth as a cat.
You've cut me out.
No more lies, my lad. No, called you all here for a bit of canter. I hear you fellas sail back and forth to France at a dizzying pace these days. What's that all about then? Frou-frou. Beg pardon? Frou-frou.
Frills.
Where else can one get the finest but France?
Even in these days of butchery, the French do still turn out such rick-rack. Gad, but we must have the trims, tassels, and taffeta.
Oh, whatever the cost. So back and forth we go. Row, 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 row.
Yes, but you're sure you're not hooked up with this pimping out fellow? Well, I must say, you're all looking quite
Sunray?
yes, quite summery. Oh well, you may continue certain brief politic trips to France for the purposes of frou-frou only, and next trip, pick me up one of them silly hats, what?
Citizen Chauvelin, agent of the French Republic.
Yes, Citizen Chauvelin, we've been expecting you.
Champagne! You? You have to see the prince. Sook's Highness, what class? The most stimulating fella. Champagne!
We've agreed to meet the citizen in hopes of finding a common ground between our two governments. Though I must tell you, Chauvelin, as long as your regime follows its current bloody course, I have little hope.
And speaking of hope, His Highness, might you suggest that Chauvin too pick up a new hat? Ah, but no. You'd have to redo the entire thing head to foot. Never mind. I believe we have more important things to discuss. Ye gods, it's the royal ball! Highness, what are you wearing?
Wearing? No idea, Blake. What about my ruby satin?
Oh, blast! No, but you simply can't. I am Ruby Satin. Isn't that right, Chauvelin? Because it shimmers. Oh, don't forgive us, but we must speed straight away to the royal closet and help the prince select a guard for the ball this evening. Oh no, he doesn't mind. Do you, Chauvelin? We'll have the prince back and you can chat about revolutions and so forth. Well, I mean, first things first.
Very well, then. Chauvelin? I'll be with you shortly.
Come, boys, we have but hours to choose the right cravat.